Welcome to the video. Today's topic is Timing of Death Prediction in Vedic Astrology, Part 1. In this video, we are going to learn how to predict the timing of death. We will learn what is the meaning of Maraka planet and how to identify the Maraka planets for all Lagna ascendants. For this topic, I will be quoting from sage Parashara Maharishi's book, Brihat Hora Parashara Shastra. In the end, I will show some birth charts as examples. So, please watch the full video. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell button below. If you don't know the basics of Vedic astrology, and if you want to learn the basics first, please go to the link below and watch the 2-part video. Learn Vedic astrology in one day and also the Vimshottari Dasha videos. You can also go through the link at the top. The most difficult question in astrology is, when will I die, how will I die, and where will I die? Even in this modern age of technological development, death is the most difficult thing to predict, both for doctors as well as astrologers. Even for talented astrologers, predicting death is the most challenging part. However, in ancient times, many wise sages were able to predict death, mainly because of the deep wisdom acquired over so many years of meditation and self-control. One of those sages, named Sage Parashara Maharishi, has written a book called Brihat Hora Parashara Shastra. This book is known as the Bible of Vedic astrology. This book is the most ancient as well as the most reliable source of knowledge for Vedic astrology. In his book Brihat Hora Parashara Shastra, Sage Parashara Maharishi has dedicated one entire chapter to teach us about the prediction of death. Now, let's learn about how to predict the timing of death using some slokas from the chapter. But first, we need to know about the meaning of Maraka planets. In any individual's birth chart, some planets have the potential to inflict death on that person during its planetary period and sub-period. Such planets are known as Maraka planets. Now, let's learn about how to identify a Maraka planet by quoting from second shloka of 44th chapter from Brihat Hora Parashara Shastra. Now, let's learn the second shloka from 44th chapter.
तृतीयमश्मस्थान्मयोस्थानाद्वयं द्विजः मार्कं तद्व्ययस्थान् द्वितीयं सप्तम तथा.
In this shloka, Sage Parashara Maharishi says that the 3rd and 8th house from Lagna or Ascendant are the houses of longevity. The houses of death are 2nd and 7th from Lagna or Ascendant. That's because 2nd is 12th from 3rd and 7th house is 12th from 8th house. Now let's look at 3rd, 4th and 5th shlokas from chapter 44.
तत्रापि सप्तमस्थानाद् द्वितीयं बलवत्तरं तयोरिषं तत्गता पापिनस्तेन संयुता ये खेता पापिनस्ते च सवे मार्गसंज्ञका तेषां दशा विपाकेषु संभवे निधनम् अल्पमध्यम पूर्णायु प्रमाणमिह योग्यम् विज्ञाय प्रथमं पुंसां मार्गं परिचिन्त्येत्.
In these 3 shlokas, Sage Parashara Maharishi says that out of the 2 Maraka houses, 2nd and 7th, 2nd is more powerful than 7th. Then he says that the second house lord and the seventh house lord, the malefic planets in second house and seventh house, and the malefic planets conjoined with second house lord and seventh house lord are all death inflicting Maraka planets. The main period and sub-period of these planets can bring death to the individual depending on whether he has a short life, medium life or long life. There is something that we should notice here. Second house is a more powerful Maraka than seventh house because there is more than one way in which it becomes a Maraka house. The second house is 12th from third house. At the same time, it is also 8th from 7th house. And there is something else too which we should notice. Please note that Sage Parashara Maharishi has specified that only the malefic planets in 2nd house and 7th house will kill the individual. So, what it means is that if there are malefic planets in 2nd and 7th house, those planets can kill the individual during the planetary periods and sub-periods. But at the same time, the benefic planets in 2nd and 7th house will not kill the individual. Now, let's look at the 6th and 7th shlokas of chapter 44.
Alabhe punaretesha sambandhena vyayeshitu क्वचित् शुभाना च दशस्वष्टमेष दशासु च कैवलाना च पापाना दशासु निधन क्वचित् अल्पनीयं बुद्धिर्नृणां मार्काणां दर्शने.
What Sage Parashara Maharishi says is that the planetary period of a benefic planet which is connected to 12th house or 12th lord will cause death. In the next line, he says that the Dasha period of the 8th lord can also cause death. Then, in the following line, Sage Parashara Maharishi says that even the exclusive malefic planets can cause death. When Sage Parashara Maharishi refers to exclusive malefic planets, he refers to the lords of 3rd house, 6th house and 11th house. That's because the lords of the 3rd house, 6th house and 11th house are always inimical to the person who is born in a particular lagna or ascendant. We have to keep in mind that the 12th house is also Maraka house because it is 12th from lagna. So, any malefic planet connected to 2nd house, 3rd house, 7th house and 8th house can cause death. But at the same time, any planet connected to 12th house can cause death, no matter whether it's a natural malefic or natural benefic. Now, we have learnt about the death-inflicting Maraka planets which can kill during their planetary periods. Now, let's learn about which sub-period will be used by these Maraka planets to kill the person. That has been mentioned in 8th shloka of 44th chapter.
सत्यपि स्वेन संबंधेन हन्ति शुभभुक्तेषु हन्ति सत्यप्य संबंधे मार्गा पापभुक्तेषु.
In this shloka, Sage Parashara Maharishi says that a Maraka planet which can cause death during its main period cannot cause death during the sub-period of a benefic even though it might be connected to it. But at the same time, the same Maraka planet can cause death in the sub-period of a malefic planet which may or may not be connected to it. Sage Parashara Maharishi has specified about the death-inflicting qualities of planets like Saturn, Rahu and Ketu separately. Before I discuss about it, I have a small request. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel by pressing the subscribe button and the bell button below. By subscribing to the channel, you can learn Vedic astrology and remedies easily. Now, let's look at the 9th shloka of chapter 44.
मार्ग ग्रह संबंधाने हंता पाप कृच्छिनी अतिक्रम्येत्रान् सर्वान् भवत्यत्र न संशय.
In this shloka, Sage Parashara Maharishi says that If Saturn is badly placed and is connected to any Maraka planet in a person's birth chart, then Saturn will become the most important of all Maraka planets for that person. Such kind of placements in the birth chart can make Saturn the first planet to kill. In chapter 44, 22nd, 23rd and 24th shlokas talk about the killing capabilities of Rahu and Ketu.
रहुश्चित्वा केतुर्लग्ने कामेष्टमय व्यये मार्केशान्दे वापि मार्केशेन संयुतः मार्कः स च विज्ञेयः स्वदशान्तर्दशास्वपि मकरे वृश्चिके जन्म राहुस्तस्य मृत्युप्रदः षष्ठाष्टरिष्वगो राहुस्तदेकष्टदो भवेत् शुभग्रहयुतो दृष्टो न तदा कष्टकृन्मतः.
What sage Parashara Maharishi says is that if Rahu and Ketu are in Lagna ascendant or 7th house or 8th house or 12th house, or if they are in 7th house from any Maraka planet, or if they are conjoined with any Maraka planet, then they themselves will become Maraka planets. In the next shloka, he says that for people born in Scorpio or Capricorn ascendant, Rahu will be the primary Maraka planet. In 24th shloka, sage Parashara Maharishi says that if Rahu is in 6th house or 8th house or 12th house, then Rahu will bring a lot of difficulties during its Dasha period. But at the same time, if Rahu in such placement gets the aspect from benefic planet, then it will not give much difficulties. That's because whenever a benefic planet looks at Rahu and Ketu, then Rahu and Ketu will get some benefic qualities. We can also assume that Rahu and Ketu in 2nd house can also become Maraka planets. That's because sage Parashara Maharishi has already specified that any malefic in 2nd house can kill. In the second part video, we will see few more shlokas and few example birth charts. Please feel free to give feedback in the comment section and please like the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel by pressing the subscribe button and the bell button below.